Hi bestie, we are back at it again. We've done a couple of these videos where I grab a couple of things from different websites or different shops that are sort of technically aimed towards budgeters, or they could be used by budgeters, and bought them and had a look at the quality and just see if they were worth the money. Now, a lot of us buy budgeting stuff off of Etsy. They're usually handmade, but sometimes the price is not quite fitting well with our budgets because we're in a tough spot, or potentially we're just starting out. So getting some cheaper things that aren't necessarily as nice or not necessarily us might be really good idea. Now, if you have the money and you have the inclination to support a small business, always do, but I'm doing this so that you don't necessarily have to. So we tested stuff from Etsy and we tested stuff from Amazon. We've also tested Shein as well, but today we're going to be testing AliExpress. Now let me tell you, AliExpress is just a difficult one for me. It's got quite misleading prices. So you'll see things where it says that it's £3, but then £11 shipping. Like, it's never actually that cheap. So we've got some interesting stuff going on today, so let's get into it. So we're going to start with this package. Here she is. She feels like cash envelopes. To be honest, I can't really remember what I purchased, so I'm going to be showing you probably like here what it was, but let's open this one. I need scissors. Okay, I managed it without scissors, but what have we got here? Okay, so we've got some lovely cash envelopes here. These are zipper style, and these, ooh, okay, that's literally not in the middle. It's printed on. Interesting. So this is food. It's printed on there. It can't be anything else. So food, and it's not in the middle. Oh wow, none of these are in the middle. Okay, personal. It's nice though. There's like, can you see like a printing error there? They're all okay. Save, look how, oh my goodness. That would drive me wild. Look how it's just in that corner. Listen, I know mine are not always perfect, but yeah, these are just, wow. Okay, these are really good if you're just getting started. How much were they? These were £3.21, but then with shipping, the total was £3.85. So not a huge amount of shipping going on, but bear in mind, I bought these all in one big thing. So yeah, there's a debt envelope, which I don't really believe is a good thing to have a debt envelope. If you've got money for debt, you should be just throwing it at debt, whether it's £1 or £100. Insurance, entertainment, and income. Income? Why would you want an envelope for income? What a weird set of envelopes. Like, some of them are really useful. Like entertainment would be good. Insurance, you just pay, wouldn't you? I don't believe that's a good one. Education, great. Miscellaneous, great. Housing, great. Utilities, great. Transportation, great. Personal, lovely. Food, yep. Savings. If they're small savings, cool, but if they're big savings, they need to be getting a bit of interest. So yeah, these ones I believe are like not great. I don't like how they're like really far out of the middle, but yeah, for the price, that is really good. The only thing about these is you can't change them. So you might be better off, if you're new to budgeting, you might be better off to just buy the plain ones and get like a pack of those stickers. You'll get all of those on there. They might not be as pretty, but it's quite a nice blue, bestie. Okay, let's go for this one here. This one's a bit bigger. Let me get some scissors out here. So this one is a bit bigger. And I don't know what's in this one either, but okay, it's two, okay, so it's two parcels, and I have to open them off camera because they've got my address on them. So I'm just going to snip them open here, and I'm going to open them upside down with you. So first of all, in this one here, we've got these. Now, these are very special. I think there's plenty of people that have these, but these drew my eye because they were a pack of two together. Now the price for these was £3.92, which you're thinking, what, £2 per binder? That is an absolute bargain. Like, to me, that seems like such a good deal, right? But then the shipping made it £9.41. So there are a £5 a binder, which is still cheap, but you can get nicer binders for a £5. These, oh, I thought they'd be a bit thinner. I don't know why, but they are really pretty. So this one's like got like a unicorn in it. Oh, it's really nice actually. $1. I just think the thing's a bit weird. And this one's a bit more mermaidy. Oh, they are really pretty. I think they look like I want to rub them away. Like they look a bit messy, but they are really, this one, especially with like the red sequins and stuff, I think that's really nice. So when you consider they're a $5 each and a $5, yeah, I think that's really, really good. If you really like this sort of thing with these sorts of binders, and that's your sort of thing, rather than having like a harder binder, like they're really good, and especially the price is quite okay. All right, cool. So the next one here, let's have a look in here to see what it is. This one's got my address on it as well, so I have to be sort of protective of that. Right, so this. Oh, I know what this is. So this is listed as A6 100 envelope, save money, 52 weeks save. And it was £3.72, but then when with shipping, it was £5.28. So look, it looks like you get a lot of stuff for £5.72. So there's budget sheets and there's savings challenges. So there's a $1 savings tracker. They have like budget sheets on the back. So they are, I'd probably say about maybe 120 GSM paper. Not the most exciting colour, but they're like, why would you want 3, 4 of the same one? I suppose if you're reselling, so there's a $2, there's a $5. Wow, you do get a lot. If you're buying these for yourself, I suppose you might want them because like they're quite small. They're a lot smaller than an envelope. Yeah, and then there's 15. Okay. So far, once you like, it's tempting because you're like, oh look, you get loads, but then you're like, okay, well this is a bit boring. Oh, look at this, 26 savings tracker, got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, all the way up to $52. Save $702. What a weird amount to save, $702. 30 day, who has got 400? I never get these like 30-day savings tracker, because 30-day savings, save $1, $2, $3, and then in the end you save 465. Bestie, if you've got £465 to spend on a challenge, just chuck it in at the start of the month. Why are you faffing around? I've never understood like the 30-day ones. 52 weeks, lovely. So that's 10s, 20s, 30s and 40s, and you save 1,300. That's actually quite a nice one. And then the 100 envelope savings tracker. Wow, this has got to be for someone who's like reselling. So if you ever see these on Etsy, be wary, because I got all of these for £5.28. So who knows what they're selling them for if you do see them. But I think that, considering how many of them are usable by one person, so there's 10 that are usable by one person, so you can use 10 yourself. Are they gonna inspire you to save money? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think they feel very nice, but that's what you get when you're spending literally £5.28 on trackers. So yeah, they don't look amazing, but they definitely will work for you. So if that's what you're after, like, these are not bad at all. I really don't think they're bad at all, bestie. Okay, next parcel, let's have a look in this one here. Here, let's have a look, see what we got, bestie. Oh, okay, so in here, oh yes, this is the placeholders I ordered. How cool are these? I couldn't find any for pounds anywhere, so it's just like dollars are the more popular one. They feel, is it weird that they feel really cheap and slippery? That they probably, is that what people like? So we've got 100, a 50, a 20, a 10, a 5, a 2, a 1, and another 100. So these are different hundreds. So these are quite cool, but I don't think they're designed to be placeholders. I think they're just play money, really. So I don't think you'd actually want a $1. So there were different bundles that you could get. So how much were these? So they were £2.79, and then when you add shipping, they added up to £3.26. And you know what? They're really cute. I think what I'd like is like a load of hundreds rather than all of these different ones. They feel I don't know how they feel. They feel really plasticky, but they are rigid and they sound really nice. So I think if I made these, I'd be pleased with them. I think it's just because they're gold, they don't feel amazing. So this would be nice for a thumbnail. Let's see if this made it into the thumbnail. But yeah, these are quite cute. Like, but yeah, some of them are not really usable as placeholders because do you really need a 1? But I suppose if you're in the UK, we only have coins. And if we don't want to be putting coins into our envelopes, they might be really useful to have a load of 1s if we're just transferring the 1s over. So yeah, not actually a bad idea. Okay, so we've got one more parcel and I have completely forgotten what this is. Let's open this and take a look. I think it's, oh, it's 2 things. Right, so I saw this and I thought, how useful is this for like a separate binder? So this isn't actually a binder, but what it is it's an accordion file and it's A6 size. So if you're working on lots of different savings challenges that don't necessarily have a lot of money in it, obviously no coins because they're not sealed at the bottom, but I thought that would be like a really good idea. You've got labels here, so you can put a label in the top of each of them, but like you can work on what, 1, 2, there's loads you can work on. Like I thought that was just like such a nice little thing. This cost, let's take a look, £1.49, and then when you add shipping onto it, £1.79. I don't think I've seen any budget shops sell anything like this, probably because it's so cheap to get these, but I just thought for an idea for people who like have a couple of savings challenges on the go, it's really useful. So when we look at anything that's sort of A6 size, it's definitely going to fit in there. So if you're working on one of each of these, you can put one of each of these in there and start popping your money in, but obviously you might want your placeholders because coins are gonna fall in between all of them. But I thought that was an absolute bargain, bestie. Now the last thing we've got today is this budget planner, and she looks really cute. There's a couple of different color options available and I went for the pink one. Let's see how much she was. She cost £2.54, and then with shipping added she was £3.05. So in terms of a planner, like not a lot of money at all. So opening her up, that's that there. Personal information, I wouldn't recommend writing it in there because you can actually see it through the book. The paper is thin as anything. I mean, the thing is that I can't really say, oh, boo hoo hoo, the paper's really thin. It's £2, do you know what I mean? So we've got a blank page there, and then we move into, oh, okay, this has got a lot more colour than the one we saw the other day. So we've got a budget goal, the month and the year, like a little checklist, the date, income. I still don't understand why they give you like 6 options for income. Like, who has 6 sources of income? Savings, and then you've got like a little calendar. I don't know if you're going to be able to write expenses down there, but still. Then you've got your monthly budget, so you've got budgeted and actual, and then your subtotal. Okay, so each one is treated like a separate pot. So you've got personal, some of them are filled out already. Then you've got health, you've got entertainment, transportation, and then others, which is really good. But what I like to have is sort of like a rolling total. So once you've done that, then what you're left with you can put into here and then like go through. It looks like it requires a lot of like working out, but still it's not bad. Then you've got an expense tracker here, which is like quite good. Okay, now let's look at this debt tracker. So debt name, amount needed, date, amount paid, and then you've got your budget, monthly budgeted review, opening balance, total income, total expenses, difference. That doesn't feel like it makes sense on a debt page, but okay. I hate these like star ratings. I don't understand why we feel like we need to rate our housing, our food, our health, whatever. On a scale of 1 to 10, give a score for the past month. Exclamation mark. Am I spending excessively in certain areas? Which areas? How can I improve next month? Then you've got a dot grid page, very useful. And then we move into the exact same thing again. So are there any different pages? No. So that's what each month looks like. I think, do you know what? In some ways, this would be really good for someone just starting out. It's quite engaging. There's quite a lot of colour. The thinness of the paper would wind me up because like once you start writing on it, it's just going to get really, really messy. For somebody starting out, there's 2 ways to look at it, right? For someone starting out, great. It's a £2 book. You can try out different stuff. It's going to be really useful. But also the budget side of it, the monthly budget, this page here, where you're not able to carry on amounts and move it into the next like category, it isn't necessarily user friendly. So if you are new to budgeting and you try this approach, you might sort of fall off the wagon because it's just not very easy to follow. Also, there's a lot of categories already filled in that aren't really going to make sense, but it also could be really good for somebody that's starting out because sometimes they don't really account for, I don't know, events or something like that. So yeah, I think this is probably, I don't know. I think this is good. I do think this is good, but I would probably give it to an intermediate user, but then an intermediate user will probably know exactly what they want. So yeah, maybe not. I think the best thing that I saw today were probably these binders over here. So let's grab everything out. These binders here, I think were really pretty. You see these on Etsy and stuff like that. I can't stop shaking them. You see these on Etsy and then you think, okay, well, I can buy them for £5 each, and I see people selling them for £25. And that's part of why I do this series, is because this stuff I see on Etsy all the time, and I see it for extortionate prices. It is absolutely wild, and I feel like by me showing you how much I actually just paid for this, hopefully you'll see these on Etsy and absolutely run a mile from them. And I'm not trying to take away from anybody's business, but please don't use Etsy as a way to resell cheap stuff. And people that are in like financial situations, like, I don't know. And also I like these videos because they're like a bit of an education as well, because you can get stuff cheap. You don't have to always support your favorite creator on Etsy. But yeah, here we are. So as I said, the binder, I think the two binders, especially this one here with the shells in, is my favorite. I have to say I am disappointed in these because you can't change them, and also these are miles off the middle. So I think I'd be really disappointed if I sent that out, but they're just printed with little care. So yeah, these are like quite good for someone starting out, someone who doesn't necessarily care, but yeah. But anyway, this stuff is all up for grabs because I don't want it, bestie. If you would like to grab the stuff today, please use this emoji when you do a comment. If you do that comment, you'll be entered into a draw. If you win, I will send it to you. I'll send it to anybody in the world. Just please don't make me send it to like UAE or somewhere really expensive. Thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. I really enjoy doing these videos. They do cost a little bit of money and I never know what I'm going to get. I think, did I even get everything that was supposed to arrive today? Yes, I did. Okay, so that's good. But I'd love to know where you'd like me to try next. I've heard Temu, but I've heard people say don't buy things from Temu. So I'd really like to know, would you like me to try there, or would you like me to try anywhere else? Would you like me to physically go to a shop in the UK and get some stuff? I don't want to do anything really expensive though. I mean, maybe one day when I'm like super millionaire on here, maybe, but not right now, bestie. But yeah, where would you like me to try next? Let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, please, yeah. Have you considered becoming a channel member or a patron? Patrons get exclusive content, sneak peeks, and significant discounts off my Etsy store. Channel members get early access to every single video, so they've seen this video long before you have, bestie. If you like the sounds of those perks and you like the sound of me, have a look at the links in the description. You will not regret it, bestie. Until the next video, wherever we go shopping, I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and have a wonderful budget. Always remember, don't trust Ira. And basically, I'm going to start a new playlist here. This is the I Tried playlist. So this is where I buy stuff or I make stuff DIY, just sorts of stuff like that around budgeting that is away from my Etsy store. So check out this playlist. If you've missed any of the videos, definitely check them out, bestie.